Hello, my name's Jim. You'll have to excuse me. I'm doing a couple of things here for the first time. The first is making this video, and the second is I'm pleading for help from anybody out there. Advice, financial help, something. I'm at my end here. To try to explain what is going on here. My wife and I had our own warehousing and distribution business until about March of this year. Uh, in January 25th, I had a massive heart attack. And since then, I've had two other heart attacks, been hospitalized 10 times, had 9 heart catheterizations, had 5 stents placed, 4 of which have collapsed. I have an internal defibrillator keeping me alive right now. In short, my heart is pretty messed up. As a result, in April, we had to shut down our business. We had our home that we've had for about 5 years. It was the first home that we was able to buy on our own. We had the loan with Bank of America, and of course, with no work, uh, we weren't able to make the payments. We had to stop making the payments. My wife has looked all year long, and my youngest son, who's 18, who still lives with us, has looked all year long for work. And my wife finally, about a month ago, was able to get on part-time at Dollar General, working for minimum wage. So right now we have about $600 a month coming in, and that's all. We tried working with the bank to delay things as long as possible. Of course, we don't have enough income to do a loan modification. We tried doing a short sale to hold off the foreclosure as long as possible. We sent all the paperwork they required in, and they said we didn't send it all in, so we sent it in again, and they started calling my wife's cell phone at 10, 11 o'clock at night and never leaving any messages, so we didn't know they were trying to get a hold of us again. We get calls from bill collectors all the time, so we weren't answering the calls on there. It just showed up as a toll-free call. Anyways, they denied us the short sale and went and set the foreclosure sale date on our house for January 13th. They made sure they set it within 60 days so we couldn't reapply for the short sale. We've contacted Bank of America numerous times. Letters to right up to the president of the company, and phone calls and such, begging them. Well, let me back up. My wife's initial letter had asked them to forgive the loan. I realize they can't do that, because if they forgave my loan, they'd have to forgive the next person's and the next person's, and it'd never work. So she had written that to Mr. Moynihan, the president and CEO of Bank of America, and he had a representative call us, and Sorry about that. That was my stepdaughter calling to check on me. I was in the hospital again yesterday and with chest pain. But anyways, back to Mr. Moynihan. Had a representative get a hold of us and to tell us that no, they can't forgive the loan, which I already expected. Uh, so I modified our request to have them postpone the foreclosure sale date. As I said, it's set for January 13th of 2012. And I have applications in for disability, for SSI, and such. And if I get them on the first round, it probably won't start until June or July. I'm hoping for that. So I asked them to be a little compassionate and postpone that until July of 2012. I was told that they can't. Since then, I found out that it's not that they can't, it's that they won't. After a couple of other letters and phone calls and such, I was told that the guidelines were set by Fannie Mae and that I should contact Fannie Mae. So today I called and got a hold of a representative from Fannie Mae, and they tell me that they do not discuss foreclosure modifications with the homeowner, that the lending institution has to contact them, has to request a modification. So I'm getting this runaround back and forth and back and forth. Nobody at Bank of America seems to be willing, able to help me. I just need time. I need a little time for either my wife to find a better job, my son to find a job, for my disability to start, whatever. As it stands at this moment, when the sale of my house happens in January, I'm going to have no place to turn to, no place to go. We're at our very wits end. We can't afford someplace on $600 a month to rent and still have money to for gas to get back and forth to work and for the utilities and such. On top of all of this, when this all first started, I did not have insurance. Back long ago, I'd been diagnosed as a diabetic, and with pre-existing conditions, I could not get insurance. In April, we was finally able to get me on Medicaid, and it was the Family First program. The only way that we was able to do that was we qualified for food stamps and qualified for this because my son was under the age of 19 and still in school. Since then, when my wife got her job at Dollar General, they all of a sudden came back and said that since my son is no longer in school, we no longer qualify for the Family First or whatever it's called, Medicaid, that he still qualifies for the Healthy Start, but my wife and I no longer have Medicaid. So now I have over $1,000 worth of medication, or nearly $1,000 worth of medication that I need to get every month, and I have no way to get that either. I put in a request with the VA. I am a veteran. I was in the Navy from 82 to 88. Put in a request there for them to help. I've heard nothing back from them. I've got right now about 30 days worth of medication left. After that, I have no idea what I'm going to do. But I'm at my end. I have no idea where to turn, what to do. I've written letters to every local news agency, to 2020, to Ellen DeGeneres, to I've written hundreds of emails and letters and such, and have received no reply whatsoever from anybody. Hoping somebody would air a story about me on TV, that somebody could help. All I am asking for, when my disability starts, it will be paid back to June of this year, so I will have a lump sum of money coming in. If somebody can make a loan to me that can cover rent at a new house. I'm sorry. Some sort of help. I don't know what to do. I just, for the first time in my life, I have no idea what to do. I can't find a job. I've tried finding work, even though I know it would put me back in the hospital eventually, but at least it would give us a temporary income. I've put in about 20 applications for jobs that I'm fully qualified for, and haven't even gotten a call for an interview. The job situation in this area is absolutely terrible. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry about that again. That was Bank of America telling me that since the loan's in my wife's name and she's not here right now, that they can't talk to me. So uh, I had put in another call to them, finding out why they couldn't, or trying to find out why they couldn't or wouldn't get with Fannie Mae for a foreclosure date modification, but they can't talk to me. So they promise they'll call back Monday morning, but when my wife's here. Um, as I was saying, I'm lost. I'm totally lost. I am asking. I'm begging someone. If someone can give me some guidance, someone. We not only have the housing situation. I have the medication situation. As I said, in about 30 days, I'll be out of meds, nearly $1,000 worth of meds. I'm and without those, I'll be dead. I'll be dead. I'm waiting for something, some word from the VA or something. I don't. But if that doesn't come through, and if I sit on my haunches waiting on the government agencies to take their time, I don't know. Um, if anybody can lend any advice, any help in any way, uh, you can contact me at jweaver214. That's JWEAVER214 at sbcglobal.net. Um, if somebody can give me a loan for rent until my disability kicks in, I will gladly pay it back when I get my first lump sum payment. Of course, knowing my luck, they'll deny my disability for some reason, and I'll have to fight that. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Just we're we're at our ends. Um, I'm I'm sorry. Please, if anybody has any advice, I'm greatly appreciative of anything. Once again, my email address is jweaver214 at sbcglobal.net. Um, thank you.